Hello and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. We have moved into September, so in the last episode, you'll remember, I'll jump to you while we talk, we'll remember that we harvested our sorghum field, didn't we? It's our new big field, which is up here, this one. We are going to be working in there today because we're going to get it drilled, but there's something we need to do first. Just before we logged on, I noticed that the food for the pigs has run out, which it must have only just run out overnight, because it was alright as I moved through the second part of August, which we've sort of skipped through. It was okay then, so it must have just run out now. So we'll go and get some of that. And I mean, because these are a good source of income for us. We're making quite a decent amount out of them, and with that as well, I've checked and we've got some in October. There's some more ready to be sold because we sell them at 6 months old, aren't we? So there's another 40, I think, 40 piglets to sell. Are there still piglets at 6 months? Might just be. I don't know how long it takes a pig to become an adult, but yeah, them 6 months. That's when they're getting sold for us. Right, let's in here, and we're looking for pig food. If we can find it, there we are. Pig food. 1, 2. Let's have 3 lots. Right, we'll back this up. There we go. I said 3 lots. We haven't got the trailer space for it. We'll have to come back. There's still a full pallet there, so we've got 10,000 litres. I never even thought about trailer capacity. But I'll come back off camera and get the rest of it. That's not a problem. Go on in. You get yourself across. There we go. So you'll see we're still waiting to do our soybean. We've got our what used to be our 2 big fields full of soybean. They can't be done until either October or November, which is why we're going to get our big sorghum field drilled. We're going to have to purchase the field info first. I'm going right past it. I'm thinking I'm putting the trailer back. There we go. They're alright for water, they're alright for straw. I think we could do with maybe putting a little bit more straw in it. See them running over? Because it's getting filled. It's quite good, isn't it? Right, let's see how much that took. I mean, it's hardly as filled out as it, but it's enough for now. What I might do is, off camera, I might do a couple of trips, just buy some more, and not get it full, but get it towards that. What I'm thinking, what horsepower capacity is our drill? 60. We can use it on this, can't we? I was going to put it on the Massey, but there's no point if I can use it on this. I'd rather use it on the smaller tractor. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get the drill, which is actually already hooked up to the Massey. You can see it in the distance there. I'm going to go and get that, and then we're going to get up to our field where we're going to be working in today. I think we're going to get it drilled first before we do the lineman, because the lineman's going to take a while, I think. So we'll get it drilled early, then at least we've got loads of time to get it rolled then, because that's what I worry about. Getting it drilling it and then forgetting to roll it before it goes into the first growth stage. What we're going to do with this field here is probably put wheat, barley or oats. I would have thought. I haven't decided which one yet. Will be one of them. unless someone can come up with a better idea of what we can do with it. I mean, to be honest, we could put some sort of placeball on and probably make more money out of it. Because we make next to nothing from the crop we put in. I think the last lot didn't we just use to? I think we just used to keep our chickens going, haven't we? So I don't know. Right. Let's get this up to the field. Almost here. Just passing the sunflower field now, which, like I said before, is another field that. Is this one? Yeah, it's a possibility that we could get this one in the future because this isn't too big. I mean, this seed is massive, isn't it? Absolutely massive. Right. Before we go on, we need to purchase this. Oh, I tell you what I've seen as well. On the way up, I quickly had a look at the contracts. There's 2 fertilising contracts. We will take them. I've got them active. We'll get them done. We've got our solid fertiliser spreader on with it, which is absolutely ideal. While they're there, we need to take them. There's nothing else we can. I mean, that is one of like the best things we can make money on this series. So, purchase soil in. Oh my god, 7,350. We'll have to take it because I can't afford to be buying the equipment basically for the amount of fields we've got as well. So, we'll purchase that. I mean, it looks good, doesn't it? That looks very good. Right, that's purchased. No doubt it'll need. Yeah, pH is bad. But we can do that after. Let's get this going. I'm hoping 80%, so 660 odd, is enough to do this whole field, because canola does stretch, doesn't it? It does go a long way, which we've done. I don't know how it's going to correlate, because in fact they're going to be quite close, I think. I've just done 2 massive fields on Purbeck with canola, and it hardly's put a dent in it. It was really good. So I'm hoping it's going to be the same on here. Just make sure we get the corners, because we need every single penny we can get. I've just noticed the fuel on here as well. We might end up having to go back to fuel rather than seed. Absolute bargain buy this, wasn't it? Didn't we only pay about 14 grand for this? Tractor, I mean. Absolute bargain. I could have really, thinking about it, I could have put solid fertiliser in here. We've got absolutely loads of the stuff. I should have done that. I'll know for next time. Yeah, I think we're going to be alright seed-wise, aren't we? We've got nearly all the way around it using about 40 seeds. Well, it might be about 50 by the time we get back around to the beginning. It's great, this drill, isn't it? I just can't use it on... Obviously, I mean, Purbeck, you couldn't use a drill like this, it's just too wide. I mean, on something like this, it's absolutely ideal. Just the fact that it's a direct drill, the amount you can put in it, the width of it, it's just absolute fantastic mod. Right. Yeah, it's took hardly any seeds. Right. We will go into a time lapse. We'll get the majority of the way through it, and I will be back towards the end. Just about there, you'll see from the time lapse we went straight in to roll in the field. I've probably explained already, although I might not have, because it was on purpose where I have. It just, with it being school holidays, I'm finding it really hard to get videos finished, which is sometimes why we're jumping into sort of jobs, just like today with the rolling, where I can get that in a time lapse, but I can't particularly do the narrative aspect of it. That will sort of chill out over the next sort of few weeks hopefully, but for now it's yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle just to get videos finished really. It's going to be a little bit there, isn't it? But there's nothing we can do about it. As far as the rest of today's video, I think I'm probably going to end this one early, but not go into the next day. I know for the next video we need to get some, what do we need to get done? We need to see if we can get that grass work done, see if we can get that third cut that we were talking about, and I don't know what else we need to do, I can't remember. We've got the small field as well to do, haven't we? To turn around. That I still haven't decided what we can do, that we might have even spoke about in the first part of this video, but I can't remember because it's been a good few days. Oh, you'll have seen during the time lapse as well, I had to go and fill this up. It didn't cost very much money, but yeah, we had to go and do that because there was no way we were getting the field done with the amount of fuel that we had. But we now have canola in the ground. I couldn't even remember. I did remember really, but I just wanted to make sure. We've got canola in the ground. I'm hoping this is going to make us quite a decent chunk next year, because I mean, compared to what we've had, this is just massive, isn't it? So with any luck, I'll tell you what we need to do next round as well. Next video. We've got them. Can I get that? I'm not. Yes. Can I get? No, I'm not even going to try to get that one. Right, we've got 3 fertilising contracts to do. I might do a couple of them off camera and then come back as we finish in the 3rd one. That might be what I do for the rest of this in-game day. We'll get that income up, but then not show all 3. I think that might be the best thing. So we're going to leave it here. I'm just fiddling about thinking what could be a good thumbnail. But this stupid little cursor in the middle spoils that normally, doesn't it? But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.
PlayStation